Inside Democracy 24/7 by Snigdhendu Bhattacharya from Outlook. Ramchandra Chamar's freedom and other major news bulletins. We are free! We are free! Ramchandra Chamar entered the newsroom with a bang. He was ecstatic. He threw his notebook and pen up in the air, just the way a cricket fielder does while celebrating a successful catch. And he ran straight towards the editor's room, shouting at the top of his voice, "We are free!" Every other person in the newsroom of Democracy 24/7 was up, their eyes curious, their faces glowing with broad smiles. Some editors were taking notes from a series of emails and happy chat messages, the government's priorities for the day, for the major bulletins and the digital editions. Another set of editors were with equally rapt attention, listing the priorities of the owner. Those that appeared on both lists would be of the greatest importance. Journalists would have to be assigned Inside Democracy 24/7, Ramchandra Chamar's freedom and other major news bulletins accordingly. They all got distracted. The government had just happy chatted a message saying, a major Mesopotamian agent has been identified. He was active under the garb of a poet and novelist. He may also have had connections with the Incas. The newsroom was expecting this to be a major news of the day, and 2 journalists had been assigned to get the details of the so-called poet's treachery. Exposing such people has been the national duty, and such events served as the source of adrenaline rush that journalists often required. Now, Chamar had brought good news for sure. There has not been any bad news in recent times, any which case. But what good news was it? Or how big? Curious journalists heard it in front of the editor's room. The people of the nation were already free. What new freedom had he or all got? The last time Chamar had come running like this was when the government had changed the designation of minister to Harshvardhan. Minister, according to Merriam-Webster, also meant a clergyman or clergywoman, especially of a Protestant communion. But Harshvardhan was free from colonial influence and reflected joy and happiness. The move made the whole country so happy that it ranked first in a global happiness index, painstakingly prepared and released by the government a few months later. For this and more, read the current issue of Outlook.